This is the Inferno Podcast. It's the official podcast of UAB Athletics. Blazer fans, this is the place every week for an inside look into UAB Athletics. This episode is brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Welcome into the Inferno Podcast. I'm Scott Griffin, your host. We've got a great show for you today. We're going to talk a little hoops with Andy Kennedy and Evan Chatman. Also some football news going on. But as always, the rundown is brought to you by Legacy Credit Union, the official credit union of UAB Athletics. Here's the rundown as we have it. Evan Chatman stopping by. Here's a cat that's top 15 in the country in several categories, rebounding-wise. So we'll talk to him. A very interesting story. Andy Kennedy, always honest and transparent, and a great interview will be hopping on as well. We'll talk a little UAB football as they have taken the interim tag off of Alex Mortenson's title. He is now the official head coach hired last week for the Blazers. They also signed 8 on that early signing day. We'll go over a little bit of that list as well. Basketball is 7-3, and we'll obviously talk about that. They got a big game with Troy coming up on Sunday. Remember, you can follow us on YouTube and socials and sign up. Be sure you're getting those notifications when you know that a podcast is coming out there on the list. So we'll take a break, come back with more. We'll start with our Coach's Corner with Andy Kennedy next on the Inferno Podcast. Welcome back to the Inferno Podcast. Scott Griffin here. It's time for Coach's Corner, brought to you by Viva Health and Pepsi. We're talking to the head basketball coach, as we've done a couple of times already, Andy Kennedy, joining us. Andy, what's happening?
Scotty, good, man. You?
Yeah, hanging in there.
Yeah.
It's kind of basketball season as we get to December. So when we were talking to you before, we remember the conversation, trying to find this what you have, basically, beyond practices, so you can see them against other teams. So what do you have 10 games in, you think, so far? Not that it can't change.
Yeah, it's going to change, I hope, continue to evolve. We've learned a lot about our group. I tell our team all the time, you think about it, you think, like you said, I get it, man, born and raised in the South. People don't even really think it's basketball season until
right.
Football's over, which is now, mid-January, late January.
Right.
We're already 10 games into this. We're guaranteed 31, so we're already a third of the way through our season. Some highs, some lows, but a lot of opportunity to learn and to grow, and I think we've done that. Started off the season, had an early bump in the road, and then our guys responded by reeling off 5 straight. We haven't been in Bartow Arena in about 3 weeks now. We've played our last 4, 2 in a neutral site event in Jacksonville, and we won both of those, and then we went to 2 true road games, and we split at Middle and then winning in our last one at Drake. So we're 3-1 in our last 4, and it's really given us an opportunity to find out some things about ourselves, some things that we may not like so much, and some things that I think we can really build on.
So when it goes awry, what are you noticing? Is there tendencies or?
Yeah, our biggest issue is offensively. We haven't been as good, and every game that we've lost, we've been in the game, we've struggled offensively, which puts a lot of pressure on your defense just to hold. And to our guys' credit, man, for the most part, we've done that.
Yeah.
Then we have about a 3 or 4 minute stretch where we let go of the rope, so to speak, where it's, it's a 2-possession game and it turns into a 10-point game, a 12-point game, and then it's something that we just can't overcome. We have really struggled with our shot making at times, which again puts a lot of pressure on the other aspects of your game. I've been really pleased with the way in which we've rebounded the ball. We've been really secure, not turning it over. Solid with our possessions. Again, we've got to get our shot making up to the level that I believe we're capable, and then this team can take the next step.
Yeah. Everybody talks about go-to guys, and obviously you'd love to have one, but
we've got a lot. We've got
really.
We don't have the one guy.
But I was going to say
we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up.
And I believe that
it's kind of good.
well, I don't know if it's good or bad. It just is what it is. And so we have to figure out, where we're going to go with the ball. Chance Westry is without question our best facilitator. So we've evolved since the last time you and I spoke, and in some of the things we're doing offensively to put him in a position where he's in the middle third of the floor and he can facilitate because he's our best on our team at doing so. We've got 4 guys averaging double figures and another 2 right on the cusp, and it was really the way that I thought this team would go.
Yeah.
We had, in a 4-game stretch since we've been gone, we had 4 different guys score 20 points.
Which is great. Yeah.
Which is great. We're still searching for the one guy that night in and night out, you can pencil in 18 points per game. We don't have that yet, but we do have a lot of different guys that are contributing in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, that is a good thing. But of course, in a 2-3 possession game, you'd love to have a guy that even the other team knows is going to touch it, and you can count on him to at least get a nice opportunity. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and Chance has really evolved into that guy. Chance is a 6'6" wing that can really dribble, pass, and shoot.
Yeah.
His shooting has got to get better. His fortitude, determination, resolve is not where I want it as of yet because we're riding him so hard, and when you're in that position, you can't have mental lapses, and we're still having way too many of those. But at the end of the game against Drake, for instance, in a hotly contested game, Drake's a fantastic program. We take great pride. If you walk in our offices, you'll see it everywhere. In our first 5 years here, we've won 125 games, which is the 11th most. Tied for the 11th most in college basketball out of 365 teams. It's the most ever in a 5-year period here at UAB. And so we're proud of the things that we've done in the past. There's only 10 teams in the first 5 years that we were here that had won more games than us. Drake happens to be on that list.
Wow, really?
Drake's 4th in the country. We've won 125. They'd won 137 games.
Wow.
They're at the all-time high in the history of their program. We've been to 2 of the last 4 NCAA tournaments. They've been to 3 of the last 4 NCAA tournaments. Fantastic job. Now, the first coach who, when I scheduled this series back 2 years ago, was a guy named Darren DeVries. Darren DeVries left and went to West Virginia for a year. Now he's at Indiana. The guy that came and replaced him, Ben McCollum, came for 1 year. They won 30 games last year. Now he's at Iowa. So what's happening to me?
Right.
I mean, what's going on?
It's become Murray State, basically. Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody's going there and winning and
leaving. Right.
And leaving. So the guy they got now, Eric Henderson's done a terrific job. He came from South Dakota State, and they've got great pride. My whole point in telling you that was the fact that it's not an easy place to go win. They've won about 85% of their home games over that 5-year stretch, and so we knew the challenge that was in front of us. Didn't play great offensively, duh. Yeah. Didn't make shots, only made 3 3-pointers. We were 3 for 14 from 3, and yet still went in there and found a way to win. How did we do that? Because I thought we were the most determined team, and I thought we really, really stayed together and got through some rough spots, which we had not done in the past, i.e. the 3 losses. So it was a great opportunity for us to show growth and to show what this team's capable of.
And you know this, when you have a team and it's really talented, you can play 30 minutes and still squeak out a win. This team, gathering it all together, you're still recruiting guys in June and July and whatever, and the way you had to do it, it's pretty much going to be 40 minutes every night regardless of the opponent. That's a hard sell to kids, right? To what you talked about a minute ago. You can't have a 3-minute lapse.
No.
On most games.
No, not against quality people.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
Against
so
teams.
it's 40.
Yeah. You
get ready for it mentally, right?
It just is what it is. And until we get to where we're shooting the ball better, I'm constantly going back to that. Again, 365 Division I teams. As we're sitting here today, we're 357th in 3-point percentage. When you're doing that, I think you have to have a chance. You've got to be at about 7 makes per game at least in the low to mid-30s. Right now, we're at under 6 makes a game in the mid-20s. So honestly, when you couple that with the fact that you have no returning players, with the fact that you have the 351st smallest team in college basketball, your margin for error is very, very small until we can start making some shots. The other night, for instance, obviously you'll watch the tape, you learn from the tape. It's always better when you're learning, knowing the outcome is good for the Blazers. So I'm watching the tape, and there's about 5 or 6 opportunities where we could have taken that thing to 9, 10, 11 maybe got home, with a 10-point win as opposed to a 2-possession, 1-possession game. And it's just our inability to make timely shots. Our guys are putting in the work, and my hope is that one day we'll break through.
Are you capable?
I think so. Until, I'm from Mississippi, but I've got that show me state mentality. You got to step up and you got to make them in the games, and we have not made them in the games.
But in practice, you're making some. I mean,
we have the ability, and these are guys that are all capable of making them. We've just, for whatever reason, we have really, really struggled, and it's not just one guy. It's just been kind of spread throughout our team.
And you're getting the looks.
Yeah, we chart a thing called clean looks, which means the right shot for the right player at the right time. That's the shot that we would work to get. The best teams that I've been a part of, and I've been doing this stat for 19 years, I'm in my 19th year, all of the teams that have gotten to postseason play have been over 50, 52, 53%. Again, because there's going to be some times late in the clock you're going to have to take a very, very tough shot, and that percentage is going to go down. But you've got to be on clean looks. The goal is to be at 55%. Our team currently is under 35%.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
And you can't identify. It's not concentration or focus, or it is what it is.
It is what it is.
If you could identify, you'd fix it, right?
Well, you're at 35% on the shots you're working to get.
Yeah, that's not good.
So it's amazing, really, that this group, it shows again the fortitude, the resolve, the toughness of the group. I was coming into the year, and you and I discussed this early. One of my biggest concerns coming into the season was, again, we're small. I worried about our ability to defensive rebound. And this is to this point, knock on wood, this is the best defensive rebounding team we've had at UAB. We're in the top 20 in college basketball in defensive rebound percentage, and we're in the top 30 in college basketball in offensive rebound percentage. We're plus 12 on the glass, and I'm playing guys that are 6'6", 6'7". We're small, but we're tough.
But they've got that mentality. Well, like a Chatman and a Rivera, they've got that.
Evan Chatman goes for 15 rebounds at Drake. That's some yak stuff now.
Yeah.
15 rebounds?
At 6'8".
Yeah, 15 rebounds. He's leading our team, and he's actually in the top 30 in college basketball in defensive rebounding percentage. Top 30. Now, there's over 5,000 kids that are trying to get that ball. Not all at once.
That's unbelievable. Yeah.
But there's 5,000 kids in college basketball, and he is in the top, I think he's in the top 25 in defensive rebounding percentage, doing yeoman's work. Kyron Lindsey the other night had a double-double with 14 points and 12 rebounds. Daniel Rivera has given us great minutes and fortitude at the rim. So those three guys have really done a great job of allowing us to play a possessions game. Let's don't turn the ball over. And let's make sure let's get extra possessions by rebounding it on both ends. We're doing that. The next step for us is cleaning up some offensive execution and making open shots.
It sounds like you're hopeful because you got the dirty stuff kind of figured out right now.
Well, we're doing a lot of the tough stuff.
Yeah. That's going on.
Yeah, we're doing all the tough stuff. And you work on shooting the basketball probably more than any other thing that you work on.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that the kids enjoy working on.
And they can do it by themselves, too.
Yeah, of course, and they do. We've struggled in that area. And as a result, we've had some efforts that have not turned out the way that we'd wanted. All you can do is continue to put in the work and trust the work, and you got to hope to break through.
And you can't call the Nuggets and work a trade. That doesn't work like that in college basketball, unfortunately.
We
might get there one day, though.
Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to get there one day.
Can I trade you that junior?
Yeah, it's not going to be today.
Wow. So to me, it also sounds like 7-3 is pretty darn good then. With what's going on, you're never satisfied.
No, of course not.
Wow.
The thing that we've had 5 games away from Bartow, 5 of our 10. The next 3 right before a Christmas break and we start conference play. Our next 3 are at home. Huge. Yeah. You've got to protect your home floor. We've already stubbed our toe once by losing 1 at home, but we've played 5 of our 10 away from home, and we went 3-2 in that stretch, despite again our inabilities to shoot the ball to the level that we're going to have to in order to have a chance to compete in the American Athletic Conference. So I'm proud of the growth of this team. I thought the breakthrough that we had at Drake showed these guys really what we were capable of, despite only shooting 43%, despite only going 3 for 14 from 3, and you go into a place that's had an incredible amount of success over the last 5 years and find a way to come home with a win.
I'm getting the sense, and correct me if I'm wrong, which you will, despite everything we're talking about, you're a little bit energized. Because it's almost like you're a high school coach or starting out as a college coach, although you start at Cincinnati. But you know what I'm saying, where you're having to figure things out. You're working it.
Yeah,
as if not that you've ever rolled the ball out and just
I mean, honestly,
You know
Griff,
what I'm
it's the
saying.
same. It's the same every year.
you're grinding too.
Yeah, it's just part of the process. You know, every single year, you get a group of guys, and you got to figure it out. It's part of the joy of coaching. It's part of the misery of coaching because you think you've got it figured out, and then something goes awry.
Right.
Or you can have a game plan that works perfectly, and you don't make any shots. Or the other team, you do a great job in your scouting, and the other team takes a horrible shot and makes it. I bet you this team, through 10 games, we've given up more end of shot clock baskets, meaning 3 or less on the shot clock, and they still find a way to make a shot. Some of it is our era. Some of it is their ability to knock down shots. It's called the luck factor in some of the analytics, and we have not been the luckiest team in that regard, but I appreciate our guys. I know that today, the next day, this week, which is huge for us, because we don't play again until next Sunday. This week is very, very important for us to fine-tune some things, to make some improvements, and I have no doubt that our guys will be locked in and ready for that challenge.
All right, so we need to get people out there Sunday at 2 o'clock. Troy,
Big game.
Final question, why is it big? What do you see when you're watching tape of those guys?
Troy went to the NCAA tournament last year.
Yeah.
Scott Cross has got a good group coming back. He actually brought back like 4 of his starters, which is very,
amazing.
very
Yeah.
unusual, especially at the mid-major level. Troy early in the season goes on a California swing and beats San Diego State, one of the most storied teams. And they're also one of those teams that are the 10 ahead of us is the most wins. San Diego State has had an incredible run.
Right.
They go to San Diego State and win. They go to USC. I don't know if you saw this. You may have saw it on Van Pelt's Bad Beats. They had the game won at USC. Now, USC was undefeated. They, after that, went and won the Maui Classic and was undefeated until last week. But Troy got the ball, poor outlet pass, kid from SC steals it, throws in a Hail Mary 3-point to beat them. So they're a really talented team, a group that can really score, a group that's together and connected because of their experience together. So it'll be a big challenge for us. Then we come back and play Cleveland State, another team that's had a lot of success over the last 5 years, and then UNC Asheville right before the Christmas break.
Yeah, so you're going to find out a lot in the next 3.
Yeah, important games
even
for us.
more.
Important games for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck in those.
Thank you, brother.
That is Andy Kennedy with Coach's Corner, again brought to you by Pepsi and Viva Health. We'll take a break, come back with more here on the Inferno Pod.
The if in life. It's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends. If you can keep an eye on your money along the way. If you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings. When you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
Welcome back to the Inferno Podcast. Time now for the Blazer of the Week. Our man is Evan Chatman, fine post player for the UAB Blazers in basketball. Evan, thanks for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, we're going to start with Harker Heights, man. Harker Heights, Texas. What is going on in Harker Heights, Texas?
Absolutely nothing. There's nothing going on in Harker Heights, Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you played basketball and grew up there, so
Outside of that, I didn't do much.
you didn't do much. Maybe that's why you're pretty good at basketball.
Maybe.
Tell people where that is, though.
It's like Central Texas, in between like Waco and Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing down there.
Nothing down there.
Nothing down there.
So you're saying you may not want to go back there and open up a sporting goods store or anything?
Most
Probably
likely not.
I got you. All right. So what Chapman's done for UAB, he's averaging right at what? 10 rebounds a game, 9.6 a game, which is just stupid numbers, man. 7.3 points, 43% from the field goal outside, and then 71% free throws. So how do you feel like your year's going when you hear those numbers?
I feel like it's okay. Honestly, I didn't expect to rebound like this. I've never done it like this before, but
Why? What do you think's what's the deal? What's the difference?
I just think coaches like Coach Shoemate, Coach Rob, they always telling me, go to the glass, like go get it, Evan, go get it. So, and I guess that just became a habit, and now I just go every time.
It's definitely a mentality, right?
Right, for
Is
sure.
Is that what's clicked?
Yeah,
for you?
it's more mental for sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to go grab. It's mine.
Yeah.
So in the past, you're 6'8". I mean, you're big, but you're not, 6'11", 7 foot like it is these days. Everybody's huge, right?
Right.
So, has there been a key for you? Do you try to block out a guy first, or is it as simple as that ball's mine, I'm going to get it?
It's a little bit of both. I try to block out a good amount, but most of the time, if I see the ball, I feel like I got to go get it. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I just run. Like, I feel like other guys don't want it as bad. Like, other teams don't want it as bad as I do. So I'll just go and catch them slipping. So
It's really the Rodman thing, isn't it? Dennis Rodman, right? I
Something
mean, you grabbing rebounds. You had 15 against Drake. Did you even realize during the game that I probably got some numbers here? Or do you look at the box score afterwards and go, "Wow, I didn't know I grabbed 15 of those things."
I thought maybe like 11 or 12, but
Yeah.
15 was kind of crazy. But I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it
it's adding value to the team.
for sure. And that's
Yeah.
my only goal.
Yeah, and I think Taylor told you what 13th in the country in defensive rebounding, and as Andy reiterated, you got 5,000 guys trying to get the ball, and you're 13th in America. When you hear that, what does that do to you?
It kind of just makes me want to stay consistent. Like, it's definitely cool,
Yeah,
but I don't want it to just be because we're only 10 games in. I want it to be like this at the end of the year, like after 30 games. But yeah, hopefully just stay consistent, and keep doing it.
yeah. Now we got Andy's take on it. You guys are 7-3. I think that's pretty solid with a brand new roster. And there's inherent problems with scoring and stuff. But again, as he was talking about earlier, there's a toughness and grit to this team. Do you guys talk about it in the locker room? Do you feel it? Is it something that just kind of happens because of this collection of guys, or how do you explain it?
It's not even really talked about. I feel like it's just kind of a culture thing, like just being around each other and going against each other every day in practice. Because it gets intense in there. So I think that's really what's helping us. And then when we trust each other, it makes everything easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, way easier.
So how has the year gone from a player's standpoint? You're never satisfied, but how's it gone?
I think it's okay. I feel like I can do a lot better, like shooting wise. I feel like I'm a better shooter than what I'm putting out there, and I can help us more that way. But the other things, I feel like I can just keep playing hard, just doing the stuff people don't want to do, that ultimately help the team.
The dirty things.
Yeah,
Screens,
yeah, all that
Get the
stuff that
ball,
doesn't
yeah.
show up on the stat sheet. Like,
diving after it, whatever, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the stuff's not glamorous.
right.
So tell us why you chose UAB.
I think I was at a junior college camp, and Coach AK and Coach Cross, they came up to me and they were talking to me. And then when I found out, Coach AK wanted me, the head coach wants you, I was like, oh, yeah, it's kind of,
Serious, right?
yeah. It's not the
It's
third.
not casual.
Yeah, it's not like the third assistant coach coming to get you. AK wanted me, so I was like, oh, yeah, this is probably a good fit then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so made it kind of easy on me, honestly. That's why I committed so early.
Yeah. What had grabbed you about it besides that? There had to be history of the program or
Yeah,
all
and
that kind of stuff too? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then I always watched. I didn't watch a ton of basketball, but I knew some mid majors, and UAB was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So I used to see them on TV, especially watching around tournament time, and I'm always seeing them. And I'm like, they're playing around this time. They got to be good.
Yeah.
So that kind of helped too.
There must be something there, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. Is it? I know Birmingham's bigger than Harker Heights, right?
1000%.
But it's still, is it different though, or is the people kind of close to what because it's Texas, Alabama. It's not that different, right?
Right. It's a little similar. Yeah, it's more similarities than differences for sure.
Yeah. What's
But-
different, though?
It's just a bigger city, a lot more people. I'm not used to seeing this many people. Like, I'm used to seeing, like, the same people over and over. But, okay, Harker Heights isn't that small, but I see, like, a lot of people over and over in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Out here, you just meet a lot of new people, though. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Traffic.
Yeah, a little bit, for sure. For sure.
Is that hard to get used to?
Nah,
Not
because
really.
I'm used to, like, Dallas traffic, Austin traffic.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you've experienced it before.
for sure, Austin traffic is bad.
Yeah. Have you got relationships formed with a team? Because that's also so important to me, to a team's chemistry and winning, and you guys are 7-3. Guys have to, not that you got to hang out constantly with each other, but you got to kind of like each other and,
Right.
go to war with each other, against each other in practice and those things. How is that kind of deal overall as a team, you think?
I think at first it was a little slow, but we were all new, so.
Yeah.
But like as we started playing together, like I said, trusting each other, and then like being in those hard fought games together, I feel like that makes it real easy. Everybody now everybody kind of bonds. Everybody's cool. Everybody got
Yeah.
a pretty cool team.
Is there a natural leader?
A natural
the team?
leader. Probably Ahmad or Kyron for sure.
But it seems like there's a kind of thing where a lot of guys are, the word might be self-motivated to take care of my stuff. Like, I got to do this
Right.
to help this team win, right?
Right.
Why those two guys?
One, because they're older, but two, it's just the way they carry themselves for sure. Like, I feel like I could be a leader, but like vocally, it doesn't really work for me.
You're
Like,
a
I'm
quiet
more
guy.
of a some would say. I'm more of like a lead by example, but those two, they lead by example and kind of vocally,
Yeah,
and then they're always trying to do like what's right.
yeah.
That's what I've noticed. So, kind of follow out after their lead.
So you hate doing this podcast right now because you're quiet.
Nah,
No.
nah. I'm
I'm
having a good
kidding
time.
you. I'm kidding you. So what is the potential of this team, you think?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or is it still so early? Because it was a complete new roster, literally.
Right.
It might be early.
It is kind of early, but it's going fast. I think we can go dancing, honestly. But I think we got to take it one game at a time. I don't want to think too far ahead.
Yeah.
Because we still got some stuff to fix that we will fix. And then when we do fix it, things are going to be a lot different, a lot scarier.
As you heard Andy talk about the shots falling, if you guys get consistent with that,
Yeah,
pretty good, right?
for sure. The shots start falling, people start playing more defense. Like, we're going to start playing more. We're going to feel better. Everything's just going to flow. So.
Yeah. Big one coming up against Troy. What do you know about them yet? It's kind of early in the week, but what do you know about them yet coming up Sunday?
I just know that they have a couple big wins. So we're gonna have to play. So that's all I know. They got big wins. So obviously they're a good team. They score
Yeah.
a lot of points. So we're gonna have to guard. But I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Got a pretty good stretch coming up here where you can really get better.
For sure.
And some home games finally. It's been living out of a suitcase a little bit last.
Yeah, definitely happy to be back at home.
Yeah. Get some home cooking and stuff.
For sure.
All right, so let's go into our lightning round a little bit. This is where we have fun and light. We still might ask you a little basketball, but we'll just throw some questions at you and get your take on different things. All right?
All right.
So we kind of talked about Harker Heights, Texas, so we won't go there. But are you a morning person or an evening person?
Evening for sure.
Why is that?
I just have trouble going to sleep early.
Really? So what's early? Even practicing and studying and everything you got to do, you got trouble going to sleep?
For sure. And I like to do things late. Like, I procrastinate. I do everything late. I eat late. Like, my mom gets mad at me because I'm always telling her I'm just now cooking. It's like 10:45.
10:45?
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow, I thought you were going to say like 9.
Nah, 9.
Nine's lunch?
I'm not even thinking about dinner at 9 o'clock.
Wow. Why is that?
I really
I know
don't
your mom wasn't cooking at 10:45
Nah,
when you
no
were growing
shot.
up.
No shot.
Yeah, so that had to evolve.
Yeah, I really don't know what the reason is. But
Wow, I did not expect that answer.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty
do you
late.
cook for yourself?
yeah, I cook for myself.
Really? Okay. So what do you throw together?
easy stuff like dirty rice, like stuff with a lot of protein in it.
Yeah.
But I don't cook a lot of different things like pasta,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But
Chicken
you'll
and
throw
rice.
chicken in it, yeah, or
Yeah.
whatever, some
It's the
steak
easy
maybe.
stuff.
Yeah.
Chicken and rice, you can't really mess
To
it
stay
up.
healthy
Exactly.
instead of eating out all the time.
Right.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
And plus, it's a good skill to know as you get older, right?
For sure.
I'm sure your mom's told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's preaching that to you. Beach, mountains, or lake for you?
Oh, lake for sure.
Why is that?
I like to fish.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do you like to throw out there?
I don't know. I'm a rookie. I just throw it.
So you just like it and you don't do it much, or haven't done it
I
much.
haven't been able to much, honestly.
What grabs you about it?
I don't know. It's relaxing. Like I could be out there and not catch anything, and I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Like it's just relaxing.
Because I got out here and hung out and
Yeah. Instead of playing video games all day or laying around, I feel like
Yeah.
I got outside. It's a good feeling, for sure. That's the only time I'll get up real early.
okay, so you'll get up early for the fishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for everything else,
It's hard.
yeah.
All right, so have you been fishing around here?
I
you gone
haven't.
to any Alabama?
Oh,
Just-
I've been one time actually.
oh, you have.
Yes, sir, with a teammate.
Where'd you go?
I'm not sure. I hopped in his car and we caught something.
So you didn't even know where you were going.
No,
Did
no,
you
sir.
catch anything?
Yes, sir. I caught one.
What'd you catch?
It's a bass.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys went bass fishing. What's that feeling like?
It's actually a good feeling. Like I felt like a little kid. I felt like a child when I caught it.
How big was it? 6, 7 pounds, or
I'm not sure. It wasn't small, but it wasn't like huge.
wasn't massive?
Right.
Wasn't like the pictures you see, right?
Yeah, it was good enough to take a picture though.
It was.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got it. It's your screensaver, probably.
It should be.
All right. So, what hidden talents do you have? And the question says that fans should know about. So we'll keep it that way.
Mm.
Do you have anything that?
This is a hidden talent that only I know though.
Okay.
I can
well,
sing.
it's about not to be. But go ahead.
I can sing.
You can sing.
Mhm.
Now, why would you be the only one that knows that? You didn't sing in school choir or church choir? Or?
Nah.
Really?
But maybe it might be because only I think I can sing though.
What? The only what?
Like I don't think other people think I can sing, but I know I can.
Or so how do you know that?
I could just I got
You
an
could-
ear. I got the ear for it
So you can tell you're on key if you're singing in the
Yeah.
apartment or whatever you're doing.
for
right?
sure. And Ari usually tells me like I can sing sometimes too, so he be gassing me up.
So Gooch is over there gassing you.
Yeah.
And like you guys are driving around the car, you're singing
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yep.
So you relax enough around him to sing. But
Yeah.
your mom don't know you can sing?
Um.
Come on, man.
Nah, I didn't want her to know. I just wanted it to be
Why?
a surprise.
Oh, to be surprised when you
Yeah.
do it?
hmm It's
All
like,
right.
wow, that's your voice, and I'm like, yep.
When are you going to break that out?
Never. Just gonna keep it to myself.
All right, so what are you singing? Just the latest tunes, the stuff you like to listen to, or
A little bit of everything. A little bit of old school like R&B stuff.
like who? Give me an example. Like Luther?
Oh
Not
yeah.
that, Luther?
Oh yeah.
You're hitting Luther notes?
Yep. Yep.
We're talking about Vandross if you're watching the podcast right now.
You gotta ask my dad. He knows.
Wow. He knows what? That you can sing?
No.
Oh,
Like we
okay.
listen to him. Like
You know
he's
Luther,
the reason why I listen to him.
Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
That's big time, dude. I mean, you're talking about top 10 all-time
That's
singers.
that's why I didn't want to put it out there because it's kind of a big deal.
Wow. Now, are you singing in the shower? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, everywhere. I'm singing on the
So
way to the
cooking,
house. Cooking.
driving, whatever.
Mhm.
You're throwing it in the thing or putting it in the pot, and
Right. Just like that.
wow, I'm impressed by that. That is very awesome. Anybody else besides Luther?
It's a lot. I don't know names for sure, but whatever comes on, if I was
If
listening
you can
to
hit it,
yep,
you're going to hit it.
for sure. If it sounds good, just give me a couple of days and I got you.
You're not singing in the locker room?
I can't.
Not yet?
Can't. It's
Only Gooch
got to
knows.
keep that on the low. Yeah.
Wow, that's big time. If you could have now let's talk about things that you may not can do, like sing and rebound. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Ooh,
Just off the cuff.
invisibility.
Why is that?
I don't think I have a reason. That's the first one that came to mind.
Invisibility.
Yeah.
So you can snoop on people's stuff. Be
Yeah, I
standing
guess.
there when they're talking about you.
Yep.
Yeah. You go, no, that's not right. That's great. So, coffee or tea? Or neither, maybe?
Neither.
So what do you drink?
I like to drink water.
That's good for you.
Yes, sir.
Water. Also inexpensive, right? There we go. Yeah, Aquafina. There you go. Very, very cool. I can't get over the singing. I'm sorry. My brain's sitting here
See,
thinking about you singing.
That's why I was scared
warning
to put it
you
out there.
maybe to break out in some kind of Luther tune. Like, what's your best Luther tune?
Never too much.
Look, he even knows the freaking song, man. He's not even thinking about it. All the guys are pointing over here like you might should break out in something.
I can't.
Can't do that?
Got to keep it to myself.
All right. Who's the most famous? Don't say Luther. Person that follows you on social media.
I'd say probably my brother, because he plays football at Texas, so I guess he has a little bit of.
Yeah, that's kind of a big program.
Yeah, so I give it to him, I guess. I don't want to give him too much credit, but I'll give him that.
So you didn't go football route.
Nah.
What does he play?
He's a offensive lineman.
So how big is that cat?
He's like 6'4", 300 something.
300.
Yeah.
So you chose basketball. Are you older?
No, he's older.
So he's older. Wow. You chose basketball. Why? You're just not naturally going to carry 300 pounds, obviously. Not that you're small, but.
I don't know. Football, I could have played football. I think if I played football, I'd be on my way to the NFL right now.
Come on. Is what, a tight end?
Yeah.
Because you can run.
Tight end, receiver, whatever they need me to play.
6'8" receiver?
Okay, that wouldn't work. But
Maybe. There's been some. Harold Carmichael comes to mind. You don't know who that is, but he was fantastic, 6'8" receiver.
yeah, I'd be on my way for sure.
Why didn't you play football? Or did you play in high school maybe? Or?
I stopped after middle school, because in middle school they don't throw the ball. So if you're playing,
you're just blocking.
I'm like a O lineman at wide receiver, and I wasn't
You're like,
wasn't
this
enjoying
is not
that.
me.
Nah, yeah, I wasn't having fun.
Whereas your brother thought that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Right.
he was loving it.
So who's the most famous person you ever played against? Maybe your brother.
Nah, I can't give him that one too. I played against Derek Queen in like AAU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a couple other people, but I didn't really know names.
Did you hold your own against Queen?
I think I did. I mean, we lost, of course, but
What does that mean, of course? Because he's really good?
their team was really good.
Okay. It was a little high-profile team?
Yeah, for sure. But I think I did all right.
All right, so we always ask this question and get interesting answers. If you got a go-to restaurant here in Birmingham, you like the food here? Most people, that's the first thing they bring up. Man, I love the food in Birmingham. And that's non-athlete to visitors to whatever. It's the food.
I don't think y'all gonna like my answer. But I eat Chipotle a lot. That's my go-to.
That's a chain, man. That's not even.
I don't eat any restaurants. Like I go to Chipotle. If I eat out,
That's it?
yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You're not going to a food truck. You're not going to Nashville Hot Chicken. You're not grabbing. Nah. I'm disappointed in that answer.
I know. I didn't want to give
It's
that
only
answer.
Chipotle.
Yeah, I eat Chipotle a lot.
It's not a very sexy answer, man. So what do you mean a lot? Like how many times a week?
Probably 3.
Wow.
And if I'm not eating Chipotle, then I probably made something at home.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good habit to have, though.
Yeah. But
All right.
I knew y'all wouldn't like the answer.
So the 13th leading rebounder in America, defensive rebounds, loves to sing Luther Vandross and only eats at Chipotle. These are the reasons we have the lightning round, so we can have that kind of stuff. We appreciate you hanging out with us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate
Evan
you.
Chatman, having a great year. Get the points up. You're almost, 3 points away and 0.4 from averaging a double-double, which is stupid, right?
Right.
You're that close.
I think I could do it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Evan Chatman, thanks for hanging.
Thank you.
All right, that's our Blazer of the Week, Evan Chatman. We'll take a break, come back with more here on the Inferno Pod.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regents Bank embrace the if in life.
Welcome back to the Inferno Podcast. Time for This Week in Blazer Nation, of course, brought to you by Children's of Alabama. It was a huge week last week for the Blazers as we get ready for this week. But obviously elevating Alex Mortensen to the head coach, again, taking off that interim tab. And he's going to be the guy for the UAB Blazers, the 8th coach in Blazer history. As you see from last week, some of the presser there, full packed room at the football building. And, of course, the president and Mark Ingram, everybody welcoming Alex Mortensen. And he said all the right things. He's about all the right stuff. And it's going to be very interesting to see how he puts his permanent imprint now on this program. He was already acting like he was the head coach, which he was interim. But now he can do what he wants to do. It's his football program. So that'll be very interesting to see how that develops. Obviously, they signed 8, which means those guys really wanted to be UAB Blazers because they signed here not knowing who the head coach would be, maybe having a little indication, but certainly not officially knowing. And UAB signed 8 guys, 3 from Georgia, a couple from Alabama, a couple from Florida out of those 8. 3 defensive backs, which will help for sure. They signed a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, linebacker, and an offensive lineman, but not near done with the roster management as far as early signees. And then, of course, the roster management of transfers leaving, transfers coming in, and just the landscape of college football these days. That's obviously the first order of business for Alex Mortensen getting ready for putting his stamp on this football program. All right, let's get to the schedule coming up this week. Not a heavy schedule with the school kind of ending, right? Sports still taking a little bit of a holiday break, but some things going on. Men's basketball at Troy is a huge game. That'll be 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Be sure you come out for that one. Troy's done well. They're only 6-5 overall, but they have a win over San Diego State on the road. They're very close to upsetting USC, who was unbeaten until recently. So that's a very capable, good basketball team that was in the NCAA tournament last year. And UAB, a big, big game coming up Sunday. They've got all week to prepare for that. Women's basketball will be Monday against Alcorn State. That's a 6 o'clock tip-off there at the arena. And then on the 17th, men's basketball again against Cleveland State, who also has a rich basketball history. That's a 6:30 tip-off, as all the men's games are during the week as well. So all basketball going through here on a very light schedule on This Week in Blazer Nation. That'll wrap up the Inferno podcast for this week. Scott Griffin saying so long. We'll see you next time on the Inferno podcast.